Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score!
Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score!
Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score!
Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score!
Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score!
Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score!
Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score!
Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score! Right kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score!
Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score!
Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score!
Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score!
Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score!
Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score!
Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot score!
Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score!
Cornell down the field, end zone. That is a touchdown.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Oh, Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Comes in, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score!
Cornell down the field, end zone. That is a touchdown.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it.
And a pleasant good morning and welcome inside the legendary Adelard Arena here in Woonsocket, Rhode Island. Another edition of R.I. St. M's Hockey. As the R.I. Saints take on Windy City Storm. Matt Ellis in the broadcast booth with you this morning. Hope that you are warm. You've got your coffee, tea, donuts, bagels, whatever you want. And you're settled in for another great morning of hockey. J.J. Montiero is at center ice right now with the 33 of James Chase from the Windy City Storm, as they are out there with Tad Merritt, the son of Paul Merritt, who the Overspeed tournament is named after, taking a ceremonial puck drop in advance of this morning's action. We are going U16s to start off today, 15s and 18s against Colorado Rampage to come later on at 2 and at 4. And we'll see the U16s in action again against the Colorado Rampage later on today at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So 10 a.m., 2 p.m., 4 p.m., 8 p.m. The schedule today as we close off pool play in the Paul Merritt Overspeed Holiday Classic. As we mentioned, J.J. Montiero, 25 goals, 28 assists through the 29 games played on the season. 53 total points for the Providence College commit. Willem Braun in net for the RI Saints this morning. Logan Hughes for Windy City Storm. Puck drop, and we are underway as Storm wins the faceoff. And today's first period is brought to you by Stanley Tree, employee owned and operated. Visit StanleyTree.com for more information, and by Hamden Sports Center, Connecticut's Hockey Pro Shop. And they're just going to take this one outside of the blue line as offside, called right away. Puck drop. Hinton tries to push that one forward as he looked to get it through to Thomas Holtby. Holtby, the 43, wraps that around the backside boards, taken away by Mount. Mount trying to push this one up. Saints looking to get across the blue line, could not. Kept in on the other side, and that was the 43 of Holtby that pushed it back off the glass and up over top of the coaches on the Saints bench. Willem Braun, Lansdale, PA, 17 games played on the season, a 2.06 goals against average, 90.9 save percentage. As we have seen him tandem with Justin Bayers. Bayers has played 12 games on the season. Likely with 2 games today, we'll see Bayers later on this evening. As this one's taken by Montaldo. Jack Montaldo gets that one forward for Theo Kiss. Kiss tried to send it forward to Hughes, could not, and it's taken away by the 91 of Provnik. Right in front and sticked aside by Braun. Around the backside board, Hughes pulls that one out. Thought about backtracking as he was bothered there a little bit by the 13 of Paz. Out for Stefanik, Chase Stefanik. Looking to drop one through the center, ran into some traffic, comes back instead for Whitfield, and Colton Whitfield fired one high and wide. All the way down, icing will be the call. We'll stop play with 15:45 left to go here in the first. A bevy of high school hockey games as well around the Ocean State today. Plenty of action, hockey action all day long here on Fans Only Sports Network. We thank you so much for tuning in wherever you might be around the country, around the world. As this one's peeled out of the corner by the 37 of Croxall. Croxall trying to get it forward, looking to see if he can get it to Riska. Dumped down in the corner. As Menzel holding that one, fires it all the way down past Montiero. And line changes for both sides as we see Vinny Ipri skating out along with Callum Hughes. Kai Menzel, Chase Stefanik, and the 14 of Theo Kess. Up over top of Braun. Back along on the blue line boards for Croxall. And this one will go all the way down again. And another icing called as the Saints have been stuck on their heels in the first 2 minutes of this game. And they're trying to figure out how to break this Windy City Storm defense. Storm played yesterday against Westchester Express in Smithfield. They've been bouncing around rinks in this tournament, whereas obviously the Saints, due to being a host rink, have played their games here at home, though we did see one of the Saints sides in red jerseys yesterday as the de facto away team. Callum Hughes off to the races, shot by Hughes, and that one got knocked away in traffic before it even got through to Logan Hughes in net for Windy City. Picked up here by Sardu. Sardu, slot passes. He was looking across for Paz, couldn't get it to him. Will come all the way down, and another icing called. This is, I think, our fifth or sixth icing already in the first 3 minutes of this first period. Hard shot that came off of the corner for the 36 of Doobie Brandt. And Windy City really has the Saints on their heels. Whitfield, Visnapu. Visnapu fires one, and that one easily saved by Hughes. Hinton. Bumped off of the play was Chase as he got hit by the 18 of Tanner Morgan. Jaden Sakura, Tanner Morgan, as they fight for it in the corner, peeled off by Doobie. For Paz. Paz, cross, and that one is kicked aside and in. Thomas Holtby on the back doorstep was peppering, and the shot came out for Iggy Paz, and Paz put it home. And Windy City takes an early 1-0 lead. Fitzgibbon. Kozak for Windy City. That one took a dirty bounce off of the back boards and came out, and Braun had to be very careful there. Again into Braun, and he makes another save and holds on to this one. And the back boards unkind to the Saints early this morning. That one bounced off the seam just to the left side of the Zamboni door and ricocheted right out in the center slot. Fitzgibbon wins the faceoff back into the corner for Menzel. Kai Menzel out to David Earhart. As Menzel will take this one, looping it around the backside. Earhart's going to pick this up. Earhart floats forward for Catallo. Louis Catallo had it bounce off of his skate, and he has to go all the way down chasing it. Tried to flick it up on the backside. Around went Fitzgibbon looking for somebody in the slot. Nobody there. Pass away. Montaldo's able to block this one down. Shot saved by Braun as it came flying in from Atchison. Off of the side boards, back once again. Kozak slots one to Paz. Paz got sandwiched by Montaldo and Fitzgibbon. Fitzgibbon's twig breaks in half, and he'll have to go to the bench for a new piece of wood. That thing just severed straight at the center. Not too many times you see a stick break split in half, and that thing is a 50-50 break. Send that one to the repair shop. That might actually be able to get fixed. They do crazy things with sticks these days. We've seen broken sticks just get molded back together. No such thing as a dead stick anymore in hockey. First faceoff that's going to come in the offensive zone for the Saints, as it'll go to the right side of Logan Hughes. Vishnapu lost a handle on it. Riska headed the other way. We'll have to end up trying to shepherd this one around the backside boards as Vinny Ipri got right there. Vishnapu out for Stepanek, taken over by Hughes. Hughes got thrown down, penalty coming. They're not going to call it. Logan Hughes, excuse me, Callum Hughes got thrown down hard. Whistle came right away as Logan Hughes, the goaltender for Windy City, was the one who grabbed the puck, and we thought we were going to get a holding call, and the referees opted to go not. Seen a couple of good non-calls over the past couple of days, but also seen a couple of calls that should have been made and didn't get. Atchison puts that one right in the center slot, kicked away by Ipri before it even got through to Braun for Vishnapu. Stepanek, Chase Stepanek thought about pulling this trigger on one, didn't. Ipri horseshoes this one around the backside for Callum Hughes. Cal Hughes goes right through the center. Hughes fires, save made. Just about 6 gone by in this first. And Windy City on the goal from Miggy Paz, leading 1-0. Fairly balanced in shots on goal at 7-4. As this one is run out of the zone by Boltnar. Backside boards for Montaldo. Montaldo brings it around, shot, score. And again, it's the same line essentially for the Storm with a little bit of difference. This time it's Holtby. Holtby assisted on Paz's goal. This time Holtby gets the goal. And it's James Chase with an assist, and it's 2-0 Storm. Not entirely sure what that was all about. And he is absolutely going off on the referee. Not sure what that was all about. But the Mount coach trying to get the referee's attention before the faceoff, and now he's still going off on him. Montiero, center for Sakura, and the save is made by Hughes. Devin Rask and Joe O'Connor over on the Mount bench, not having shot. Score! Montiero! Off the face-off, the draw play works. Jaden Sakura, JJ Montiero have put this game 2-1. For Montiero, it's going to be the 26th goal of the season. Jaden Sakura is going to pick up assist number 16, and this game is 2-1. Colton Whitfield chases that one to the corner for Kiss. Trying to slot through for Hughes, couldn't get to him. Stefanik goes around the backside as Montaldo horseshoed it. Stefanik tried to come out of the zone, lost it at the blue line. Croxall picks that one up for the Storm. Montaldo and Stefanik dispossess him. Stefanik still working for it along the side boards as he's pinned there by Hyde. Theo Kiss takes a chop at it. Colton Whitfield for Hughes. Sent that one forward. Taken away by the opposite, number 11. That's Kozak. Kozak, and offside is called. So JJ Montiero stretches his team lead even further. 26 goals in 29, and we'll call it 29 and a third. As the stick of the 17 of Jason Alonso goes flying, and the fisticuffs are going to begin. Earhart chasing back Boltnar. Comes around for the 36 of Doobie. Earhart trying to cut across to Catallo. Catallo had to go underneath his stick. Catallo, Fitzgibbon, Barber all collide. Catalano gets collided into by Earhart. Fitzgibbon headed the other way. Fitzgibbon off of the bar. Menzel in the corner of the blue line area, pushed back for Doobie. Doobie will send this all the way down. Windy City's going to make a line change. Mount makes a minor line change. Menzel picks it up behind his net, and we continue on. On Roberts. Roberts, as he tries to cycle around, Roberts gets kicked into by Holtby. Holtby drops one for Hinton. Hinton around the backside boards. He's run into by Barber. Now Roberts running in, and Roberts getting thrown down. A little forearm shiver coming off of the 33 of Chase. For Holtby. In front of Braun. Braun barrels out and pushes someone in the process to make the save, and a little conversation after the play between the 28 of Trey Hinton and the referee. Seven and change left to go here in the first. A tight 2-1 matchup between Windy City and Mount. Ipri. Roberts. Roberts run to the corner there by Porobzak. Off the sideboards in front of the Mount bench. Corvo. Round the side of his own net. Patoma tries to push it in the corner for Fisher. Brick Fisher will get caught on the boards as he was pinned by the 71 of Atchison. Came all the way back, and an attempt by Kozak hit traffic and scoots wide of Braun. Fisher will dump this one in around the backside boards. Mount's going to use it as a dump and chase to make a line change for Sakura. Jaden Sakura gets hit into, and coming around and ducking underneath all of that was JJ Montiero. Montiero and Sakura. Back for the 18 of Morgan, and it goes deflecting up into the net. Today's first period on Panzoli Sports Network brought to you by Stanley Tree, employee owned and operated. Visit StanleyTree.com for more information, and by Hamden Sports Center, Connecticut's Hockey Pro Shop. Last day of pool play in the Paul Merritt Overspeed Holiday Classic. We'll see the 15s and 18s in action against Colorado. 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. Then we'll see the U16s in action tonight, 8 p.m. against Colorado. And that'll close off the weekend from Adelard. High school hockey's back on Fans Only Sports Network, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Warwick gets into action on their season against the Smithfield Sentinels, who beat the Proud Crusaders 4-0 last night on opening night of the season. LaSalle and Burrillville face off at 7. Barrington NK at 8:30. EG Mount St. Charles at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Go to fansonlysports.com/HSHockey for more information on how you can watch Ocean State High School hockey throughout the 22-23 season. Logan Hughes makes the save on that one as it came flying from the corner from Colton Whitfield. Callum Hughes, who plays for Mount St. Charles, had it trip over top of his stick. Whitfield chases all the way back, picks that one off of the backside boards, was looking on a rink-wide pass for Stefanik, goes off of him. Montaldo for Stefanik, bothered there in the middle by the 86 of Rieska. Whitfield again from the back corner as he goes out this time with Theo Kiss. Kiss ran into his own teammate Luis Catallo. Puck popped up. Catallo comes down with it. Catallo tried to take a shot, and he's blocked by the opposite number 10 of Catalano. As Catalano and Catallo goes sliding into the boards, and a whistle and a stoppage of play. Catallo tipped off of him, goes all the way down. Braun shepherds that one. Picked up on the backside by Whitfield. Whitfield out for Kozak. Kozak tried to send it back in, was looking for Iggy Paz, and it tips off of his stick. Defensively moved out of the zone there by Montaldo for Fitzgibbon. Fitzgibbon shades out the 11 of Kozak and tries to come away with the puck in the slot, but Kozak comes right back to it. Kozak with a bit of steam for Windy City, tries to go in, loops around the backside, and Braun shuts the door. And now we've got fisticuffs between Montaldo, Catallo, and there's multiple other players involved in that one. Looks like the 10 of Catalano in the mix of that. Catalano and Catallo have been going after each other for the past couple of plays. Montaldo's going to go to the box. So 2 is going to be the 13 of Iggy Paz. We're going to get coincidental minors for roughing with 5 left to go here in the first. Face-off won by the Storm, sent in. Kick save made by Braun. Second kick save made by Braun. Montiero through the neutral zone, looking for Tanner Morgan off the backside of Morgan's boot, and offside is called. And now Montiero having some words of wisdom with the 43 of Thomas Holtby. And Montiero is going to get sent to the box. They're going to send Cade Kozak to the box too, so matching roughings again for Montaldo and Kozak, and we'll still play 5-on-5. Oh, about 6 seconds after Montaldo and Paz got sent to the box. In the back corner for Boltnar. Boltnar has that one taken away from him for a moment by Hughes. Comes back out for Barber. For Kai Menzel, Theo Kiss had an open net, but it scooted a little bit past him. Kiss. Stefanik getting pushed all over the place. Goes to his knees to try to keep that one in the zone. Cannot, and then the puck comes flying across ice and into the seating section. Ipri. Ipri gets dumped down. That's going to be a penalty and a power play coming for the Saints. To the box goes the 22 of Josh Sardo. 2 minutes for roughing, and it's a party in the Windy City Storm box. Whitfield, Earhart, Sakura, Ipri, Morgan. The 5 on the ice for the power play for the Saints. Controlled by Sakura. Jaden Sakura drops for Tanner Morgan. Morgan got bumped at the blue line. Carried the other way quickly as Croxall. Croxall fires, saved by Braun. Tanner Morgan will pick that one up. Morgan overskated and left it. Thought Ipri was right there. Ipri was shaded a little to the side. They go for Earhart. Earhart for Whitfield. Whitfield will send it around the backside boards. For Tanner Morgan again in the corner as Morgan collides with his own teammate Earhart. Mount needs to stretch out and set up their power play. Time wasting off here. 1:15 remaining in the advantage. 3:23 left to go here in the first period. Earhart in the corner. Earhart still has it. Goes out for Whitfield. Whitfield couldn't get a full piece. Chased back by Ipri. Minor line change for the Saints as Tanner Morgan comes off. Theo Kiss will come on along with the 7 of Alex Visnapu. Visnapu got bodied into the boards there by Reska. Came off onto the stick of the 43 of Holtby. Holtby fires it into the backside board. Stefanik chases for it. Visnapu for Stefanik. As Stefanik carries this one up. 22 seconds just remaining in the advantage. Hughes for Visnapu. Visnapu has it bounce off of the boards. Came back in center and it'll be sent by Holtby down. Braun way out in the circle. Trying to send that one forward. And now a whistle and offside is called. Six seconds remaining in the advantage. Hughes. Puck popped way up high. Comes back down. Theo Kiss backhanded attempt, and that one was stopped by Hughes. Callum Hughes as he tries to pull that one out, and it goes all the way down for icing. Penalty has expired. Boxes are empty now on both sides completely from the coincidentals and the other assessed minor. So we're 5 aside for the last minute to go. Opportunity for Whitfield. That one went just wide. Pushed by Chase. Colton Whitfield will take it over. Whitfield tried to send it up along the side boards by his bench. Whitfield collides with Holtby. Getting dumped down in the corner was Montaldo. Montaldo now pinning a Storm player to the boards as a shot came in from Kozak over top, and Braun got hit. Braun got hit on that play, and a delayed penalty coming. Montaldo fires stick to side. We're going to get a whistle, a stoppage of play, and there's going to be a penalty for goaltender interference. There's discussion regarding the penalty. It's going to be given to the 17 of Jackson Alonso. 2 minutes for goaltender interference. And I think that they were trying to say that he wasn't the player down in the zone even. Jaden Sakura off of the bar from Montiero. Montaldo. Sorry, my apologies. Whitfield will chase that one back for Montaldo. Earhart. Whitfield off of the glass that hit the net, came back down. They just let it go. Completely missed that one. We can see it clearly from our broadcast position. That one hit the net. Earhart came back for Montiero. Montaldo from the corner. That one's kicked aside by Hughes. Flicked up and all the way down, and we're going to get a whistle, and icing will be the call. Face-off won by Vinny Ipri. Ipri slots that one back for Kiss in the final 13 seconds of the period. Comes back for Ipri once again. Cal Hughes entering the zone. Hughes can't get anywhere, has to track back to the opposite side of the blue line. No offsides as Hughes gets inside. Hughes wraps around, horn sounds, and the period will come to an end. 2-1 Windy City after one. They'll take a quick break to talk things over, so we'll take a quick break as well. You're watching RA St. M's Hockey on Fans Only Sports Network.
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Oh, Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Oh, Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
Second period action underway with 52 seconds of power play time for the Saints as they trail 2-1. Ipri sends that one down around the backside boards for Theo Kiss. Kiss will go ahead and push that one in for Stefanik. Bounces out for Cal Hughes. Hughes trying to continue to push it to Stefanik. Cannot. It is checked all the way back into the neutral zone. Picked up by Paz. Paz in on Braun. Draws one. Paz fires back. Braun kicks. Save. Grab. Willem Braun just committed highway robbery on Iggy Paz. And knocked the net off of its mooring in the process. They'll jam that one back into place. .5, so just 30 seconds off as we start this second period. 15-13 in shots on goal. Saints close in shots on goal and close on the scoreboard too. 2-1. Whitfield for Earhart. Earhart backtracks with that one through the neutral zone and will dump it in as Montaldo will chase it. Jack Montaldo to the corner for Earhart. Stick taps will signify the end of the penalty. Back to Biba's side. They've got to be careful here that they don't get caught out. Costa right on shot score. Riska, we said it as we saw him coming in through the zone, had to watch where he was going. And Riska immediately picked one up right in on Braun. They got caught out on the back end of the penalty with the player coming on. So many times in hockey you see that happen. Back to a 2-goal lead at 3-1. Ipri. Off the stick of Tanner Morgan, they're going to call deflection. Losing a glove was Fitzgibbon, losing his stick from the other side, and a huge hit. Huge hit in the corner from Tanner Morgan. Catallo. Shot! Save Mead. And fisticuffs after the play as Catallo, I think that was Catallo, just grabbed Riska and threw him into the boards. Open ice. Face off won by the Saints. Ipri through traffic, somehow found by Logan Hughes. Today's second period on Panzoli Sports Network brought to you by Stanley Tree, employee owned and operated. Visit StanleyTree.com for more information, and by Hamden Sports Center, Connecticut's Hockey Pro Shop. Getting tossed out of the face-off circle. A delay caused. Ipri for Roberts. Tried to slot one forward for Patoma. Taken off by Paz. Paz will take that one back for Sardo across from the blue line. Sardo fires one that goes well wide of Braun. Roberts on the backside boards, looking around for Patoma. Patoma will pick that one up. Try to slot forward. Paz picks it up, goes to the opposite side onto the 11 of Cade Kozak. Kozak bringing it through his own neutral zone and then into the offensive zone. Fisher, a hip check as he goes into the corner and is dispossessed of the puck in the process. Catalano now for Windy City, whistle and a stoppage of play and an offside call. .14.5 remaining here in the second. We'll get the longer intermission after this period as they'll cut the ice before we play the third period of play, as we've seen throughout the course of this tournament. Chase in front of his teammate Corvo. That one took another weird bounce off of the boards and came right back out in front of Braun again. Second puck that we've seen take an awkward carom off of the backside boards. No door seam there, so that's just a weird spot in the boards. Kiss for Stefanik. Chase and Kiss colliding at the center. Holtby now for Windy City, and a whistle and a stoppage of play. Colton Whitfield along with the 18 of Tanner Morgan. Morgan's going to skate to the circle. Montaldo, along with the 8 of JJ Montiero, and the 15 of Jaden Sakura on the ice right now for the Saints as Montiero and Morgan will tap this one across. Morgan at center, it's going to go right in on Hughes, and a save will be made. After the course of today, Saints back in action on Fans Only Sports Network next weekend, as we'll see the Pittsburgh Vengeance come to town. U14s in action, 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Friday and 10 a.m. on Saturday. U15s in action, 1 p.m. Saturday against Mercer Chiefs. And that'll close off the 2022 half of the season for the RI St. M's. Montiero has been put in the penalty box. And now they're going to call coincidentals. So Montiero is going to get 2 and 10. 2 minutes for cross-checking and the 10-minute misconduct. Theo Kiss will go in the box to serve the 2. Kozak's getting 2 for unsportsmanlike conduct. And now there's a conversation going on at center ice between multiple Saints players. Montaldo, Whitfield, Hughes, Ipri, or no, apologies, that might actually be Chase Stefanik, trying to see the number on the side of his shoulder. Sakura is over by the bench. That is the 27 of Chase Stefanik. Sakura is over right by the bench side with Tanner Morgan having a conversation, and they're saying it's going to be 5-on-5. And they're going to call it coincidental minors. Cross-check it on sportsmanlike conduct coincidentals, and then Montiero will have the misconduct, and they are going to swap Theo Kiss for the 23 of Simon Potoma. So Potoma's going to go in the box to serve the 2. Montiero will stay for the 10. And then 2 for Kozak for unsportsmanlike conduct. Got that all sorted out, and we're back underway. Theo Kiss in the corner, trying to pin that one out for the Saints. From distance, Jack Montaldo. Save made by Logan Hughes. Getting sent down to the ice was the 27 of Chase Stefanik. Theo Kiss beyond the net, wraparound attempt, kicked aside by Hughes. The puck popped up into the netting, and we get a stoppage of play. For those who are unfamiliar with Adelard Arena and the conditions inside of this rink sometime, despite the fact that it is the 10th of December, I will give it this one. It may actually be warmer outside today than it is inside of this rink. When we talk about old hockey barns and cold arenas, this one, at least in the Ocean State, tops that list. Off of the sideboards, it trickles down for Brant. Brant Doobie starts that one off. As he looks forward for Sardo. Comes all the way back. Corvo will take it up behind his own net after it was shepherded there by Hughes. David Earhart goes to the side, hits Corvo into the boards. Earhart tried to come away with it. Fitzgibbon gets pinned into the boards instead by Doobie. Right out in front for Roberts, and that one may have gotten a piece of Hughes' glove as it gets flicked up into the net on this side. As you had both Roberts and Sardo hacking at it. 12 and change left to go here in the second. Ipri. Getting dumped down was Fisher. Fisher takes a little dislike to it and goes after Alonso for a second. Back out in front for Morgan. Now cycled out and taken off into the neutral zone. Holtby down into his own corner for Chase. Taken off by Morgan. Tried to carry through the zone is Fisher. Offside called. And Fisher having some issues after the play with the 7 of Ryan Seeley. And Seeley just waving at Fisher saying bye-bye. But no one's going anywhere. Actually, it was the 17 of Jackson Alonso. Coincidentals are clear. Montiero will sit. $11 and change to go. Vishnapu got dumped down. No call from the officials. Ipri pushing Paz into the back boards. Looking for Boltnar. Sorry, that's the 71 of Atchison. As Atchison has that one all the way dumped down right in front, and an opportunity there for Callum Hughes. Ipri on Logan Hughes, save made. So line changes ensue for both sides here. Saints still leading in the shots on goal category, 19-17 in shots on goal, but it is the 2 differential to Windy City Storm that makes the difference in this game. As they sit with the 3-1 lead, Kai Menzel tried to track that one down. They were looking to get one across onto the stick of the 15 of Jaden Sakura. Getting run into the boards hard was Earhart. Morgan, they have to be careful here. No offsides. Earhart fires one stick to side by Hughes. Back for Barber at the blue line. Down in the corner for Sakura. Sakura overskated it. Earhart goes to pick it up. Looped around the back boards. Comes out for Morgan. Tanner Morgan runs into the official as Morgan and Croxall were both going different directions, and the official got in the middle of it. Morgan is in the corner boards. Looks to be also the 15 of Sakura's. That one comes right up front. Earhart, opportunity back up front. Second attempt, Sakura still loose puck. Sakura scores! Jaden Sakura kept kept his eye on the ball the whole time. The puck was loose. He sticks it in the backside of the net. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you always play the whistle. It's 3-2 with 10 left to go here in the second. Jaden Sakura will get the goal. It'll be his 18th of the season. Did not clearly hear who they gave the assist to. We'll wait for the call on that one. But it's 3-2 Saints with 9:40 left to go. Did not clearly hear that. We'll get that settled out in the second intermission. And the coach for Windy City snapping at the referees. If he's not careful, there's going to be a bench minor. Hughes snags that one up. (11 against 11) as Kozak and Callum Hughes collide with each other. Chase Stefanik off of the sideboard. Stefanik trying to dump one down in the zone. Montaldo, that's a penalty for sure, as getting shoved down to the ice, and they're going to call Callum Hughes. They're going to call matching roughs between Callum Hughes and James Chase. Tanner Morgan having a discussion with the official because, yeah, it gets to a point where you just have to start to question whether they're just calling matching penalties for the sake of just not having the argument come out of the benches from the coaches, rather than actually calling the penalty as it should have been called. Callum Hughes was trying to play the puck along the sideboards. He got dumped down. He was the lower man on the ice. They called the coincidentals. Second period action on Fans Only Sports Network, brought to you by Stanley Tree, employee owned and operated. Visit StanleyTree.com for more information, and by Hamden Sports Center, Connecticut's Hockey Pro Shop. Game 1 of 4 on the day for us here on Fans Only Sports Network from Adelard Arena. U16s, U18s, arm up, and that's going to be a penalty. Braun will get off the ice. 6 skaters on for the Saints as they hold here. Colton Whitfield will cycle around with it. Comes back across for Montaldo. Off the sideboards behind their own net. Will hit a Windy City player, and let's see what we're going to get, as that was Montaldo's head viciously whipping back on the boards. And Atchison's going to go into the box. 2 minutes for roughing. They're trying to get the penalties sorted out. A collision between Stefanik and the 86 of Josh Rieska, and then Rieska tripped Stefanik, and they just let that one go. Whitfield will chase this one down, but icing will be called. Theo Kiss to take the face-off against the 37 of Croxall. Whitfield from the blue line kept that one for Kiss. Off for Montaldo. Opportunity in front. Looking for it was Stefanik. Couldn't pull the trigger. Back for Colton Whitfield. Whitfield fired one. Kicked aside by Hughes. Montaldo gets pushed to the boards. Comes back across for Kiss. Jaden Sakura looking for number 2. Couldn't pull the trigger on it. Comes all the way down for icing. We get a stoppage of play, 117 on the advantage on the board. 7:38 left to go here in the second period. Just a 1-goal game between Windy City and the Saints. For Whitfield. Holds it for Kiss. Montaldo fires through traffic, loose puck still. Montaldo, second attempt, trying to go for a third. Theo Kiss in the center of all of that, and somehow Logan Hughes comes up with the save. And Logan Hughes got knocked into again. .101 on the advantage, 7:20 to go in the period as Chase Stefanik wins that faceoff for the Saints. Tipped over top by Sardo. Sardo in a foot race. Sardo had it go wide. Kozak. Montaldo into the netting. Stoppage of play, and a faceoff will come down inside the Mount offensive zone. Menzel. Getting his stick held as he's trying to play the puck was Earhart. And Earhart takes a hack at the stick of Kozak. Kai Menzel dumps this one down into the corner. Earhart's going to chase it as it took a bounce out right back in front. Kozak for the Storm tries to push it out of the zone, hits up into the Mount bench. David Earhart just got thrown in the box, 2 minutes for slashing. Now the ref going over to have a chat with the Mount bench because he didn't even have his arm up. The whistle came after the play. The play was dead. Then he whistled again. And then they called the penalty. So we'll negate the advantage. We'll go 4-on-4 for 4 seconds. And there'll be 1:56 of power play time for the Storm. 6:25 left to go here in the second period. Around the boards, back out to the neutral ice area for Kozak. Kozak scoots that one past Callum Hughes for Paz. Paz tries to carry in, looking back for Boltnar, goes all the way across instead for Holtby. Holtby will continue that one through traffic, and it goes wide. There was an open net space on the back side of Braun, but no one could put it back for Storm. Luckily for Mount as they try to clear the zone. 5-on-4 now for 1.5 minutes. And it somehow got in. Don't know what angle that came from, but it may have hit the backside of Willem Braun even possibly, but Thomas Holtby has put one in, and it's 4-2 Storm. Back to a 2-goal lead. They have not led by more than 2. Face-off coming up to the right side of Braun. Whitfield goes around on the backside boards. Cleared back around for Montaldo, trying to release on the opposite side. Nowhere to go as it's pushed back in by Kozak. For Roberts. Roberts pushed in hard. Kozak pushes that one back into the corner again. Montaldo. Whitfield goes for it. Whitfield gets taken down as Whitfield and Holtby collided with each other. Tip off the sideboards. Louis Catallo has it. Catallo running. Catallo's shot attempt right in to the side of the legs of Boltnar. Flicked all the way down as Boltnar and Catallo battle out with each other. Catallo trying to chase for one. Tanner Morgan as he chases the 11 of Kozak back behind his own net. 4:40 left to go here in the second period of play. Speed of the game picking up, so too has been the physicality of the game. And they're going to call a bench minor on Windy City for too many men on the ice. So a bench minor to Windy City Storm. Too many men on the ice. Theo Kess. Hughes for Vinny Ipri. Cal Hughes back for Ipri again. Ipri through traffic! That one hit the post and came out! Every single Mount player on the ice, just about everybody on the opposite side of Adelaide Arena thought that one was in. And the referee is down. So they're taking a moment to give the referee some time to just shake things off as the referee took a spill. .348 left to go here in the second, 1 and change remaining in the advantage. Vishnapu pulled off the play by Riska, trying to go for Theo Kiss. Theo Kiss and Riska collide together. For Ipri. Ipri dispossessed, slotted forward. That one will get pushed out of the zone from Corvo. Cal Hughes for Theo Kiss. Overskated by Kiss as Kiss and Riska collide. Chase the other way, high shot. That one goes up into the netting and a stoppage of play. Whitfield for Jaden Skura. Sakura carries that one forward for Montaldo. Montaldo dumps it in the zone. It goes behind Logan Hughes. Picked up there by Sakura again. Earhart battling right along the backside boards right at the Zamboni area. Trying to see if they can push this one back out in front. Puck sort of just dies in the ice pile going on as there's a collision and a collection between Earhart and the 11 of Cade Kozak. And a whistle and a stoppage of play on icing will empty the penalty box of Alonzo from the minor for too many men on the ice. Montiero will be out in about a minute from his misconduct penalty. Fitzgibbon, Whitfield, back into the corner again as it's chased there. Clicked along the sideboards by Paz. Came back from Montaldo at center ice, across for Whitfield again. Whitfield goes back on the opposite side for Montaldo. Fitzgibbon loses a handle on it, goes all the way down, and icing is the call. And Montaldo and Fitzgibbon looking at each other and looking at the referee, thinking they had a deflection there. Atchison blocked by Ipri, trying to go back for it again. Kai Menzel pokes it and gets it out of the zone. Chased all the way down by Paz. Fitzgibbon. Fitzgibbon gets bottled up. Catala right in front, and that one poked up by Hughes and out of play of danger for the Storm. Boltnar round the backside of the net as Mount tried to take over on that one. Slow little floater from Riska. And Catalo gets dumped down after the play, and Riska and Catalo still having words with each other. Vishnapu for Theo Kiss at center. Kiss dumps it into the Storm zone. Last minute and 15 of the period. Whitfield tapped that one down. Whitfield trying to see if he can gain space. Horseshoes it around the backside. Gets stopped at the Zamboni door. Chase Stefanik for Whitfield. Whitfield snipes one from the blue line. Blocked there by the 9 of Hyde. Cal Hughes. Apologies there for the little bit of technical difficulties. We lost the audio in the last seconds, but it is 4-2. End of 2. They'll take the break to resurface the ice. We'll break ourselves. You're watching RI St. M's Hockey on Fans Only Sports Network.
The ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
The ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
The ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
ball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown!
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball.
As we welcome you back inside legendary Adelaide Arena here in Woonsocket, Rhode Island, third period action about to get underway between the RI St. M's and Windy City Storm for 2 Windy City after 2. As we start with Colton Whitfield in the box, minute 29 remaining on the penalty to Whitfield. So we'll get a icing. 10 seconds in. Today's third period on Fans Only Sports Network brought to you by Stanley Tree, employee owned and operated. Visit StanleyTree.com for more information, and by Hampden Sports Center, Connecticut's Hockey Pro Shop. Following completion of this period of play, we get about a 2-hour break. We'll be back on air 2 p.m. Eastern Time for more RI St. M's action, as we will see the 15s and 18s in action 2 o'clock and 4 p.m. against Colorado, and then the U16s will be in action at 8 p.m. against Colorado as well, as we close off this weekend of Mount Hockey. As always, you can follow us on the web, fansonlysportz.com. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, whatever social media you might have, at FOSPORTZ. Hyde crossed the blue line as he slotted that one for Doobie. Hard shot that gets saved by Braun. Dump down play again is Hinton. Got ran into. Carried out by Hyde. Sorry, Doobie. As Doobie dumps that one down around Hyde. For Earhart on the opposite side board. Saints trying to see if they can pull one out of the zone. They cannot. This one comes back instead. Kept into the zone by Hinton. Hinton as he drops that one around on the backside looking for Atchison. Atchison fires one up, and that one gets flicked all the way down. Will be chased by Doobie. Penalties expired. Whitfield's out of the box. We're playing 5-a-side hockey. Bench is empty. Barber almost had that one come right to him and could have kept it in the zone. Getting his stick pulled back as Morgan. Arm goes up. Penalties are getting called. Loose puck still as Barber fires one, and we're going to get a penalty. Saints are going to get a power play here as to the box. It's going to go the 71 of Tyler Atchison. 2 minutes for hooking. However, the face-off there won by the Storm. Saints peel it off at the blue line. Carries back in. Whitfield in the corner as he pushes it for Montiero. Comes back out up top. Will scoot across the blue line. Has to be chased back by Montaldo. Vinny Ipri will pick that one up as he goes across for Colton Whitfield. Whitfield off of Montiero. Montaldo fired it. Tried to get the deflection off of that corner on the seam, and he got it to pop up in front of Hughes. And he just decided to glove it for the stoppage of play. Right in front, and Hughes closes on it as Montaldo right there. 1:27 remaining in the advantage. Back for Colton Whitfield, Vinny Ipri as he shepherds that one through. Croxall took it away. Horseshoe all the way around. Whitfield kept it in the zone. Right in front again, Montaldo with an opportunity as that one came across from Whitfield. Ipri, and they're going to say it was on the opposite side of the line. .110 to the advantage. Menzel goes between Stefanik and the 6 of Alex Vesnapo over top of them both as Vesnapo will chase this one back into the corner. Icing will be the call, and we'll get a stoppage of play. Menzel. Hard shot from the point, and that one was kicked aside. All the way back into the zone defensively for the Saints. Menzel picks this one up, floats it around for the 14 of Theo Kess. Kess trying to get that one forward, deflected off of Cal Hughes. Hughes in the corner now. Taken away by the Storm, sent all the way back. Vesnapu snapped it off the edge of his stick. So a deflected play, no icing called. Penalty box is empty. 5-a-side hockey. We go with 13 left in regulation. Menzel kicked one there for the 27 of Stefanik. Hughes gets caught into the sideboards. Back the other way off of this foot of Atchison. It's underneath the glove of Braun as it was kicked over from Provnik. Center ice play for Montiero. That one may have caught a piece of the post as he fired one and it went just wide. Cruz. That one came back. Kozak in traffic. Whitfield got in the way of it. Montiero. Whitfield taking a hack at it. Going into the corner is Morgan. Came back out in front. Jack Montaldo dangerously in front of his own net there. In the corner again, Whitfield as he cycles that one around off the sideboards. Came over top of Jaden Sakura. Chasing it is Monteiro. The foot race will not be to his advantage as it will be icing and a stoppage of play. Face-off that can be won by the Storm. Take back for Sardo. Sardo sends that one into the corner for Hyde. Comes all the way back around on the opposite side. Moved along. Catalo in the center zone along with Earhart. Earhart rubbing into the boards, the 24 of Maddox Corvo. On the far side as Hyde goes into the boards on the hit from Catalo. Doobie. Cross pass. Save made by Braun as it popped out. And it came off the hard shot from Sardo. Blue line for Corvo. It goes across, so he has to track it back. Will get picked up by Hyde back in the defensive zone. Cycled around the backside boards by Doobie. Vishnapu fires one. That goes high and wide. Hits off of the boards. Comes all the way back for Ipri at center ice. Earhart and Ipri have to try to reset this one. Instead, it'll be tapped by Fitzgibbon. They'll do a dump and chase as the Saints will go for a line change. 10:45 left to go here in regulation, trailing by 2 at 4-2. Wrapped around the backside boards for Pravnik. Menzel off of the side boards, looking for the deflection. Went a little bit too far on it. He was trying to get to Cal Hughes. Hughes will have to go for this one. Is 11 against 11 there as he battles with Cade Kozak. Puck popped free for Hughes in the opposite corner. Kozak runs Hughes into the corner boards, and he takes a tumble. Barber the other way as he runs the 71 of Atchison into the boards. Puck pops free for the Saints to try to move this one along. For Hughes off of the boards as he sends the second deflection. It'll go all the way down. And Logan Hughes in net for Windy City will make the stoppage of play. In a way of things being, all 5, as that one from Montero goes up the side. All 5 teams in any way associated to Mount St. Charles, the 4 academy teams, and then the boys varsity team will all play today. 15s, 16s, and 18s here. 14s are on the road. The boys high school varsity team will play tonight at 9 o'clock at West Warwick Civic Center against East Greenwich. Not too many a days that actually happens. Spinning shot up into the netting came from Colton Whitfield at the point. Nine and a half remains. As draw plays continue for the Saints, Jaden Sakura on that one. Whitfield kept it in for Morgan. Morgan trying to find a slot for Monteiro. Couldn't get it to him. Monteiro chases it to the corner board. Sakura tries to poke check at it. Puck comes free. Goes on the opposite side. Can be scooped up by the 33 of James Chase. Chase got it to the neutral zone. Sakura took it away from Chase. Doobie takes it away from Sakura. And Chase will get it into the offensive zone for the Storm. Whitfield dispossesses him as Montaldo tries to send it back to Sakura. Kept in at the blue line by Boltnar. Off of the boards at the Zamboni door area. And it comes right back around for Monteiro to hack at it. Bouncing puck through into center ice as Sakura tries to kick that one forward. He cannot as Corvo takes over top of him. Montaldo, a little forearm shiver to Corvo. And the puck continues to ping pong back around between the two sides. 8.5 left to go here in the third. Saints chasing the game, trying to find 2 goals somewhere here to bring this one level as they trail 4-2. For the 13 of Paz. Fired that one wide of the cage. Off the sideboards by the Mount bench. Comes across on the opposite side of the ice. Patoma pokes at it to send it to Barber in the corner. Barber will turn it back around for Fisher. Brick Fisher trying to see if he can move through. Cannot. Goes back to Barber. Barber was able to tie up the 13 of Paz along with Menzel. Point at the blue line, taken over by Patoma. Menzel trying to push it forward. It's only going to go down into the corner. It'll get taken over again by the 22 of Sardo. Josh Sardo sent it all the way around for Paz. Barber kept it in. It deflects off of somebody's stick and goes up into the netting. We'll get a stoppage of play with 7.5 to go. Today's third period on Fans Only Sports Network brought to you by Stanley Tree, employee owned and operated. Visit StanleyTree.com for more information, and by Hamden Sports Center, Connecticut's Hockey Pro Shop. Matt Gillis, Alden Darris from Adelard Arena. Nick Carlson will join later in the day. He'll be here for the 4 and 8 o'clock game broadcasts. And that one came right in front, an opportunity for Callum Hughes, and he couldn't put it past. Theo Kiss in the corner, along with Chase Stefanik. Back for Theo Kiss. Kiss tried to send that one across. Stefanik got tied up 6 ways to Sunday and got spun around, and that one comes all the way out. Barber for Theo Kiss. As that one from Menzel got sent forward to Cal Hughes. Settled behind by Logan Hughes and then taken over by the 11 of Cade Kozak. Menzel fired one and through. It is saved. Six and change. Stood up at the blue line was Earhart. Fitzgibbon has it taken off of him, carried out of the zone by Provornik. Through traffic, it deflected down. Paz had it, shot score. And that'll be 5. And a 3-goal lead with 6.5. Menzel, Whitfield for Morgan on the opposite side. This one will get cycled it back into the defensive zone. Whitfield's going to chase this all the way down, icing and a stoppage of play. Taken through the neutral zone by Sardo. Sardo has that one deflect off of the post. Headed the other way for the Saints. Vishnapu calls for one, fires one, save made by Hughes. Whitfield for Vishnapu. Whitfield mishandled that one. Sardo had it picked up on the backside boards. Sardo wraps in front, looking to see if he can get it onto the stick of the 10 of Catalano, and then the 9 of Hyde. And there's a headlock between the 15 of Jaden Sakura. And we'll see what the penalty is going to be assessed after this one. We're going to call coincidentals. Two minutes each for roughing to the 15 of Jaden Sakura and the 9 of Reed Hyde. And we'll stay even, strength at 5 aside. Roberts tried to get one past Kozak on the blue line. Comes back for Menzel. Menzel will carry it out of the zone for Roberts. Roberts looking across for Fisher. Brooke Fisher shot, and that one was saved. Back off of the sideboards will come all the way down. Icing will be the call, and we'll stop play with 4:40. Barber off the faceoff. Barber fires one. That one got a piece of the post. Post hits will be the story of the day as more fisticuffs happen between Saints players and Storm players as Kai Menzel is caught up in the midst of that and has lost his lid. And it looks like we're going to get the 9 for Mount of Owen Roberts put into the box. Again, they're going to send the 21 of Dominic Boltmar for the Storm, and 2 minutes each for roughing. So even in a 3-goal game, the emotions continue to still run high. Face-off won by Hughes for Ipri. Ipri fires that one down into the corner off the backside boards. Came out for Stefanik. Stefanik couldn't hold it as he was defended there by the 11 of Kozak. Icing will be called this time, and we'll bring the puck back down the left side of the rink. .415 as Stefanik carries it through the zone. Reaching for one was Ipri, and it's just outside of his reach. Came back the other way in the corner. Ipri's going to cycle this one through. Bouncing puck. Theo Kiss trying to look for a chop there. Couldn't get it. Kiss drops one across the line for Stefanik. Back across from Ipri for Hughes. Off for the boards for Stefanik. Stefanik winds, fires, shot! Where'd it go? Oh, it snuck behind! Somehow that puck went off to the right-hand side. Everybody missed it. Back for Chase. Chase dumps that one all the way down. Whitfield will horseshoe it around. It does not go all the way around. Instead, it gets tapped behind by Holtby. Puck continues to chop around. Flicked right off of the side of Braun's pads. Kim's bouncing back in front again, pushing players in front of the zone as down goes the 10 of Catalano along the 11 of Cal Hughes. Stefanik as he wheels around. Off the sideboards, looking for Morgan. Iprey's going to have to chase this one. Paz, open ice shot scorer. Jaden Sakura having a chat with the referees after the play. And this game has gotten away from the Saints completely. "20 seconds left in the coincidentals. And the Saints side are going to have to go back to the locker room, get their heads screwed on straight, and try to come out later on tonight and play against the tough Colorado Rampage team. Windy City Storm's going to walk out of Adelard with a 4-goal win, 6-2 over the Saints. U15s at 2 p.m., U18s 4 p.m. And we'll see the U16s against Colorado Rampage at 8 p.m. That'll close off the day for us here from Adelard Arena. Of course, always follow us, Fans Only Sports. That's fansonlysprtz.com. You can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, whatever you might have, at FOSPORTZ. Roberts, along with Fisher and Patoma, as they try to work that one around the backside of the boards. Kenny Barber calling for it. It slots underneath Barber's stick. Barber off the sideboards, looking back for Roberts once again in the final 95 seconds to go. Pops up to reach outside for Josh Rieska. Back for Hughes. He holds it and then drops that one down onto the ice. Holtby goes past him and icing will be called. 1:15 will be the difference on the clock from the end of this game. Saints wildly outshot Windy City, 42-28. The difference point will be quality of shot. Windy City puts in 6. Saints could only solve Logan Hughes twice for a 6-2 win. That one's going to go wide from Montiero. Iprey. Off the backside of Sakura's stick, back for Iprey once again. Iprey will send this one forward through center. Montiero is going to try to step over Kozak. Montiero got shoved down. Referee wanted to blow the whistle and he didn't. Let it go with 30 seconds left. Turnover back right in front of Braun as that got taken away by Holtby. Holtby for Chase. Back around the backside boards. Moved along by Whitfield. Back in as it will get kicked aside again by Braun in the final 11 seconds. They'll send this one down the ice. No icing is called. There was a deflection on the play, and it will just get held along the backboards by Doobie, and that will be the end of the game. A 6-2 drop by the Saints over Windy City. They'll have to recollect quickly and try to get things back as they'll play 8 o'clock tonight against Colorado Rampage. That'll do it for us for the morning edition on Fans Only Sports Network. We'll see at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. U15s in action against Colorado Rampage. U18s at 4 p.m. and then the 16s against Colorado Rampage at 8 o'clock. Until then, stay safe, be warm.